Hello, 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 dreamers. Badla here. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So this is the Monday's Love Message Extended. So for those of you that chose card number one, we have "You Deserve Love," right? And this card was really talking about you learning to love yourself, and not in a superficial way, but learning to love every aspects of you, right? Even those parts that other people see as quirky or undesirable or whatever it is, in order to start start tearing down the wall that you have built around yourself when it comes to love. For a lot of you, this space of like feeling like you're not lovable, for a lot of you, started at a very young age. You may have had a parent or a family member that was very critical and was always calling all your flaws, right? And they really made you feel like shit, to be honest with you. For others of you, this could be like an ex, somebody that you were with that was very much verbally abusive. Verbally and emotionally abusive. This person was constantly, it almost kind of felt like you were always under attack, even under your own roof. There was no safety here. You're needing to understand that your nervous system needs to regulate in order to even feel the slightly even to feel, to learn to feel comfortable with the opposite sex or even the same sex, depending on what type of relationship you are in, right? So like if you're a female, your nervous system needs to get comfortable being around male, not necessarily like in a romantic way, just around males in general. And if you are a man, and you're into women, like your nervous system needs to regulate in order to be comfortable around females, whatever it was. Whoever this person was, really took mm, Mm, really took a lot from you, to be honest with you. There is a sense here that you kept giving and giving and giving to a connection that just kept taking without replenishing. But it wasn't enough for this person to just take from you. This person also felt that they needed to humble you in some way or in some shape. Like it's almost kind of like it's giving this energy of someone that wanted to break you down so much so that you couldn't and wouldn't move on from them. They made you believe like that they were it, like they were going to be the only one that would ever love you, like that you were damaged goods or etc. And and spirit is asking you allow yourself allow yourself to even believe, right? If it's hard for you to know that you are lovable, then let's start with the belief aspect of it. um and start speaking that love, start speaking that life into yourself, the same way that you do unto others, the same way that you do to those that you love. And I know that what I'm going to say next is going to be a little like, some of you are going to be surprised by this, but the majority of your healing from this past relationship is going to involve someone else romantically. Now when I say that, I'm not saying that you're going to jump immediately into another relationship. What I'm saying is that once you feel that you've healed to a certain point, or once a certain amount of work has been done, there is somebody coming into your life to show you what being loved really means. Because I feel that up to this point, you've had connections where people pretend to love and care for you, but they're doing it in a way to try to control you, or in a way, again, I keep on hearing somebody trying to humble your ass down. I don't know what is it about you that whoever it is that you've dated in the past has feel threatened by you. And that really does suck. And I'm sorry that that happened to you, but this is the reason why you've had this dynamic with relationships. And what I mean about like your next relationship, there's going to be a lot of healing in that space, is because there's a part of you that and it may be out of like loss of hope or out of like whatever, but you're finally allowing yourself to truly be seen. You're finally allowing yourself to just be, because you know that when that person comes towards you, they're going to love every aspect of you. And I know that it sounds weird at this moment, because right now you don't feel like anybody's ever going to love you, like you're ever going to be healed enough to be in a relationship. You're never, nobody's ever going to be 100% healed before they go into a relationship, right? The goal here is to know what it is that triggers you, what it is that has hurt you, and how it is that you're moving forward you're going to handle those interactions. And the person that is coming towards you, they're going to provide a safe space for you to go ahead and process all this trauma that you have from either childhood or from past relationships. Alrighty, guys, I hope that makes sense. All right, so for those of you that chose card number 2, we have trust. There's a connection here that is asking you to trust. And in the short video, I said about not everything you see is a red flag. Sometimes these are triggers. So, and I know that that probably got some of you got your pants, you got your panties in a bunch. But let me break this down for you. Sometimes when we fall into this trap that everything has to be perfect, or that we have to be 100 healed 100% and this and this and that, we unfortunately create this other jail for ourselves, right? We create this other limitation for ourselves, and we start to lose discernment when it comes to reading people, right? And I feel that there is here a regular some type of regulation that is happening within you, some type of balancing out that is happening within you at this moment in time. And for some reason, red flags and your own triggers are being blurred. Like there's a blur line between them. So for some of you, you're seeing someone's behavior. And again, bear with me. So somebody here is being attentive. Somebody here is communicating. They're following through with what they say. They're showing up how they say they're going to show up. And there is this blur line for you, whether or not, excuse me, oh my God, I feel like a sneeze is coming. Give me a second. So some of you are wondering whether this person is like love bombing you or not. And because again, this person is coming in very, not so much like, well, they are like in a quicker type of energy, but they're also coming in very, very firm, or very, I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't want to say, like, I guess you could take it as like aggressive if we had to use a word or whatever. But what I want you to understand is that this person is following through with everything with everything that they're saying that they're going to do. So there is no empty promises here. There is no, this person is not playing any mind games. And I think that because in the past you were in a situations, you were very much in situations where the people that you were connecting with romantically had they had games that they played. They were emotionally manipulated, emotionally playing games. And you develop this, like, this perception that everyone plays games emotionally. Everybody plays games when it comes to love. That is the perception that you developed because of your past relationships. And now you've met somebody that is not playing games, somebody that is being completely straightforward with you, and there is hesitation here from your part. There's no hesitation from their part. They know what they want. They know that they want you in their life. You're the one that is hesitant. And this is where I am inviting you to have discernment, whether it is that you're really seeing a red flag, or is it really your own triggers. Because remember, if you're coming on here and you're saying, oh no, I'm completely healed, then you're not, my love. Go ahead and turn around and go back into your room, because you're not ready to come out. You will know when you've healed from a specific thing fully once you are reemerge into that space. Some of you are choosing to see red flags when they're triggers because there's still a part of you that is hesitant to really heal from what happened in the past. Now, when I say that, mentally, let's put it this way, or psychologically, you may be ready to heal from this, you may be ready to move forward, but there's a part of you, this could be like your nervous system, this can be like your emotions, like, your physical body, whatever it is, there's a part of you that is still resistant. And the only way that that part of you is going to heal is by trusting this connection and by moving forward within this connection. It's about it's almost kind of like, certain things you have to actually do them, you have to actually practice in order to get better at them. You need to actually date, you need to actually be in a relationship to get better at it. Just being on the outside and just talking about relationships, just thinking or fantasizing about relationships is not going to make you better at them. Does that make sense? Alrighty. And I say that with lots of love, my love. Alrighty. For those of you that chose card number 3, engagement. This card is about forward movement. This card is about the next chapter between you and another person. So these cards are actually pretty good. I like this week. Everybody, like, yeah, you guys went through your shit, but you're there, right? All right, let's go ahead and let's see. Alrighty. Hmm. What are all these ties? What are these? What is all of this in regards to the? Because I see something moving forward. Um. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be honest because I like the fact that something is moving forward, and I like the fact that someone is finally on the same page with you. What I do not like is that it very much feels like this is coming in after like an ultimatum. Somebody gave somebody an ultimatum and was like, you know what, this is what I want, and if you are not going to give it to me by this day, I'm out the door. Now, someone here is afraid to lose you, and they're going to cave into the ultimatum, or they're going to cave into the the demands that you have. And I know that that sounds great and all, right? Getting at your way, like my way or the highway. But just be, because I'm going to be completely honest with you, there is definitely love within this connection, but just be aware that the communication is what I keep on hearing. Even after you get this wish fulfillment, or after you get this next movement forward, the underlying issues, if they're not addressed, are still going to be there. So what do I mean by that? If you're giving somebody an ultimatum when it comes to like getting their finances in check, or their communication, or whatever it is, and they do it fluffy, right? And what I mean by that is, like, for the next couple of weeks, it looks like they are doing everything you asked for. But if they feel like this is being forced on them, and this is not something that they really want to do, just know that down the line, like 2 or 3 months from now, for some of you as early as a month from now, so 1 to 3 months from now, there is there is going to be a resurfacing of this issue. So if it's about like finances, again, like the issues are going to come back around. Now, I know this is definitely like not where I thought this part of the reading was going to go in, but I don't get to choose how things unfold. So somebody here is getting what they want, but just know, like, so like, let's say if you want to have a kid and your partner wants to wait another year or two, and you get pregnant, or they get pregnant, it's like, okay, we're gonna have this kid because it's already here, but somebody's not fully like 100%. Somebody feels like they're being forced into some type of, excuse me, guys, somebody feels like they're being trapped into some type of movement forward, or into some type of contract or something of that matter, whether this is you or them. So just kind of be aware of it. No, I do not see this person walking away, but it does feel very much like something that is forceful, if that makes sense. Alrighty, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.